I'd really rather have done this one live for it to have a more authentic feel to it. But I've been having technical difficulties, so I'm just going to do it in here. And the gist of it is a question that someone asked me recently about one thing. Why do you bother to help black people?
Where them kicks at? Where them pains? Where them holes? Where them throws? You know what I'm saying? Cecil.
Now, I mean, from a martial arts perspective, I help whoever shows up for the class. You don't have to be black. I mean, that should be obvious. I'm helping out people who come to the community center and now the people that have been invited to the basement class. That's who I help. I look at it like this. I was taught to love thy neighbor and help thy neighbor, and that's a Christian thing, okay? And, a lot of people who would call themselves pro-black or something like that. Not all, okay, not everyone, but there are some people in the Afrocentric circles of the black community who don't like Christianity. They don't care much for anything having to do with Christ, okay, and that's fine. But with me, I was raised Catholic, and there are a lot of people who don't like Catholics. Fine. But I was taught to love thy neighbor, to help thy neighbor, okay? The two greatest commandments, to obey God with all your heart, for all your soul, for all your mind, for all your strength, I'm paraphrasing probably, and to love your neighbor as yourself, okay? On both of those things hinge all of the laws of the prophets, okay? That's what Jesus said. So, in particular with me, the reason why the person who asked this put it to me is because he's been aware plenty of times on and offline, probably more offline than online, although online is giving me a really good run for some of these comments I get. There's a lot of disrespect I've got from people one time, being disrespected, being undervalued, being underappreciated, I guess, underestimated. So why would you continue to help people to do that to you? Why would you continue to help them? Because we're supposed to love our neighbors. It's the right thing to do. If people need help, help them. If they ask you for help, help them. And, I told them too, it's like, you got to remember, I have a job to do. I have a job to do when I'm teaching at the Rex. I have to do that job when I'm supposed to do that job at the time that I do that job. Okay? It's my turn. In the circle of life, it's my turn to pass on. Do I stop learning? No. But it's my turn to pass on stuff, So that would be why I would help black people, because quite frankly, I'm supposed to. Now, I know I did a video probably about a couple of weeks ago where I said that, the whole shaming, selfish thing doesn't work on me. People say, you don't love the community. What do you do? That doesn't work on me because I know I do stuff for the community. And even if I wasn't doing something at the community center, before I did stuff at the community center, if somebody needed help, if I could help them, I just helped them. I didn't need a committee. I didn't need to wear any special clothes to do it. I didn't need to ask for permission to do it. I just help people. People have helped me, so I help other people. And they don't have to be black to get help, because people who have helped me, there have been people who've helped me who are black, and there have been people who helped me that are not black. And I'm like, if you're willing to help and I need to help, I take the help. And with other people, if they need help and I can help, I help them. And it's not even like I necessarily had to go out of my way to do it. I was just a good Samaritan. I remember and somebody actually had commended me for this, and I was like, I don't see why I need to be commended because I was on my way there. It was early. I had to be to work early in the morning one time for something. And we had to test some website before it went live. I think it was a series of websites. And so I got off the metro early. It was real dark. And I'm walking, and some guy came up and asked me, he was like, man, this is my first day. I'm lost. my first day at this job, and I can't find it. He showed me the address. Say, I can't find this place, man. I've been looking for this thing almost an hour, man. I'm gonna be late. It's my first day. I can't be late. I looked at it, I was like, oh, I think I'm going right by there. If I think that's the new building, yeah, it's supposed to be a new building, and I can't really see it because you couldn't really see it. It was so dark you couldn't really see the new building unless you knew where it was, and it was right next to where I had to go. And I ain't getting no kind of I'm about to rob you vibe from dude. So I'm like, just walk with me. I'll take you there. We walked and talked, and he was like, yeah, it's my first day. And I'm like, yeah, man, I remember I was nervous too when I first started working around here and stuff like that. And we talked and things like that. And it turned out to be the right place. He's like, thanks. He's like, you're welcome. And then somebody came behind me and was like, that was a very nice thing you did for that. A lot of people wouldn't have done that. That was nice. I'm like, why not? Not that I can't take a compliment, but I was like, dude, that wasn't hard for me to do. I'm walking right by the building, right? I'm walking right there. I'm walking right by it. I know where it is. It cost me nothing at all to help this dude, and it was a big help. I'm going there. Right? I did walk there. Come walk next to me. There you go. Have a nice life. Done. I mean, what's so hard about that? And he swore to me, he was like, there are people that wouldn't even do that. So this is what I'm talking about is like, got to be like about 10 years ago now, probably. But now that I'm not, I probably was like 28 or something when I did that. Now I believe them. I'm older. Yeah, I believe there are people that are that jacked up. You can't take a few minutes out your day. I might have been like 28 or 30 or something. You can't take just a minute just to go, just move your arm and point that way. You can't, this is too much for you. You can't do this. You're not paralyzed. You're not paralyzed from the waist, from the neck down. You can't do this. I mean, really, but there are people that wouldn't do that. There really are. And what was another thing that was like a perfect example of stuff I used to do for years? I'm walking out of a building, and this woman just grabbed me. Hey, it wasn't a black person. I gotta keep saying that for these people that want to like call me a racist, whatever. She was like, can you look at my car? And I was like, I can't look at your car. She's like, oh, you don't want to help me? I'm like, no, because I'm incompetent when it comes to cars. I'm incompetent when it comes to cars. I'm not very mechanically inclined, right? She's like, please, come on. I know you can help me. You got to help me. So I remember what somebody had told me about, look, man, just look at the car, relax, and a car will talk to you. That's what they used to call it. When you use your intuition, they call it the objects and stuff will talk to you. So, okay, all right, fine. I'm saying, let me try this, the car will talk to me thing. And I'm sticking my head on the hood. And guess what? I figured out what was wrong. I was surprised myself because I'm not mechanically inclined. I showed her the stuff that wasn't connecting and everything. I was like, I know what it's called, but this wire looks like it's not talking to this wire. This is broken and stuff like that. She's like, I would have never seen that. Thank you. I'm like, okay, that's just what it was. I mean, shoot, man, my mother used to try to show me stuff about cars. I was still like, ugh. It's like, Cecil, this is not hard. I was just like, it's just not my thing. I just couldn't absorb it. I couldn't absorb it then, but some of the stuff, I was like, how did I figure out how to pour the thing on there to get the corrosion off the little knobs so I can get the juice going? Oh, yeah, Mama showed me that. She showed me how to replace the battery, too. My mom did that. But that's just an example of, just if you can help somebody, you just help them. You just do. That's just how I was brought up. That's just what I do. Okay? If I can't help you, I can't help you. I'll tell you I can't help you. And then if I can't help you, I try to find somebody who can help you. Okay? It was a thing not too long ago. I'm walking. How does this work? I don't know how it works. I saw somebody who looked like they knew how it worked. She couldn't see the person who was doing the work, making it work. So I called to that person and had that person talk to the person, and they talked, and then I kept going because I didn't know what I was doing. But I saw somebody who knew what they were doing, and I linked them up together. Now, that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. That's what I do with the martial arts stuff now. Even though I formed my own style, I did not give myself a grandmaster rank in that because I feel like I found the road I want to walk on, right? But I'm still at the front of the road. I'm not down at the end of the road. So that's why my rank was 4th degree, and soon I'm about to test myself for 5th. But that's all it is. You can help somebody, you help them, and I don't care how snarky or mean or disrespectful they can be from time to time. I don't care if they don't think you know what you're doing or whatever. Just be like Spike Lee said back in the day. Do the right thing. Each one teach one. Love thy neighbor as thyself. What you sow, you shall reap. Karma, what goes out into the universe comes back from the universe, etc., etc. So that's all I have to say about that. Thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people who like to talk about the martial arts and about social issues. And peace.